Hi, we're here in Daytona Beach, Florida at the IAFC, which is the International Aquatic Fitness Convention. Conference, isn't it a conference?
It's both.
It's both. We're doing both.
IAFCC.
Okay, yeah. I'm here with Robert. What's your last name?
Robert Mitchell.
Robert Mitchell. And I know Robert, I've known him for a long time, but I just forgot your last name, sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, he makes these fabulous things along with Aqualogics made these originally.
Correct.
Aqua Strength made this originally.
Correct.
And then they merged, and now what's it called?
So now we're under one name. It's called Hydro Revolution. And basically it was our way of bringing the two separate brands, Aqualogic, Aqua Strength, under one umbrella. And the easiest way to do that was through training. So,
Well, now why would that be an easy way to do it?
because they're both used interchangeably, and instead of having two separate training programs, which overlap in 90+% of the content,
Yeah.
now we have one training program
For all the
that-
equipment.
for both the consumer and for instructors.
Okay, so if people want to use upper body strength, I want to create upper body strength, and they're going to use either this or this, who would you use this for, and who would you use this one for?
So one of the unique features of the Aqualogic brand, the first one you're holding up, is there's actually 3 different resistance levels.
Yes.
So ranging from high speed bell, then we have one that has a double the flange on it, the black bell, which is the all-purpose.
What do you call this?
We call it a flange.
Phalange, okay.
It's basically what's
The
creating
finger.
that drag.
This is a phalange.
Yes, a phalange.
Yes.
So as the surface area increases, obviously it's going to create more drag.
Yes.
So that's one aspect. The other is the tempo or the speed. So generally we call this a high speed. It can move through the water at a high rate of speed, which is good for a very deconditioned individual. But also on the flip side, neuromuscular training, fast twitch muscle fibers, we have a lot of athletes that will train with the high speed as well.
Yes, I prefer these.
Okay.
I don't like to have to slow down
And
to work those so much, because I don't like to lift heavy weights either.
right, so tempo-wise, because of the surface area, this is generally a slower tempo piece of equipment, even though it's our maximum resistance.
What about this one?
So this one is from the Aqua Strength side, and what they did is they did a one-size-fits-all design.
Yeah.
So, and some of the unique features of this design is an open handle, allows pass-through movements.
Okay, yeah.
You can also hold it from the exterior and do similar things, so like a kettlebell or a different
Okay,
type.
oh, I hadn't thought of that.
And it does have a little bit more drag in that straight line motion. So
Okay.
if you're not doing curving, arcing motions, straight line.
Punching.
Correct. So those are the main areas. As far as resistance level, this isn't quite as much resistance as our Blue Bell. It falls in between the black Aqualogic and the blue Aqualogic.
Okay.
But again, it is a little bit of a Coke Pepsi thing. Some people just have a preference. So, you know, we didn't want to force them into making a decision by, you know, discontinuing anything.
Good.
So we're keeping them both there because, again, there is a loyal following to the Aqua Strength brand and a loyal following to Aqualogic. So having them both, but used interchangeably, you might like Aqualogic fins with the Aqua Strength belt. That's fine.
Sure.
The program still works.
Yes, yes. So those of you who didn't get to come here this year, you got to meet Robert Mitchell in the Hydro Revolution
Hydro
booth.
Revolution.
And I know that there's something else new that's happening because you guys have a star athlete who's working with you now. Let's talk about that.
Yes, recently retired, but George St. Pierre, most everybody knows, professional UFC champion. So George, a little bit unique story. So George wasn't someone that we brought into the fold and said, hey George, try out our equipment. What do you think? We'd like to use you. Basically, we saw over the years, George was promoting our equipment to friends, family, fellow athletes. And after doing that for a number of years, we were looking to really get the word out to bring this type of equipment mainstream. And, you know, really attracting the younger crowd, not just the injured or the elderly, but more that mainstream athletic type, but so it could be shown to be used by anybody. So basically we scheduled a call with George, and it literally felt like George was selling me on the system. I'm like, I already know, but just his passion for it, his knowledge, he's a very smart individual, he does his research, he travels around the world getting the best of the best. But after he got introduced to an ACL, you know, injury through his rehab.
And anterior cruciate ligament tear.
Yes.
Okay.
ACL. During his recovery, he was introduced to the lower body fins, but also started working upper body and then incorporated it for the last, let's see, it'd be 8 years. This is part of his training. He doesn't do the traditional weight room exercises because again, that's just, he's already getting in shape, he's already getting a pounding. So now he can get the muscular, cardiovascular, all those endurance aspects, but he's also getting a load off the joints.
And he's getting the massaging aspect of the water on the muscles.
Hydrostatic, yes, everything.
All the wonderful benefits of water.
And he's able to train still very explosively without the negative side effects.
So the overuse injuries that normally come with explosive movements, it's greatly reduced in the water.
Greatly reduced.
And it sounds to me like you have a great ambassador for Hydro Revolution.
Couldn't have asked better.
Thanks for taking time to talk.
Thank you, Linda. Appreciate
Okay.
it. Thank you.
Bye.